Oh, well, hello everyone. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone is having a good Friday. Now, I do believe the stream is live also on Shorts. It's interesting. However, we will be moving just some bits over. Can I edit? No, that's really strange. That is incredibly strange. Right. I mean, I can't exactly just make it. Oh, that's weird. There's no... That is incredibly strange. There seems to be no way to adjust the shorts specific. No. Oh, how interesting. How interesting. Oh, I should also make sure. Yes, I am on the correct one. Yeah, so the shorts stream literally just gets like a just a zoomed in version. There is physically no way for me to change how that looks. How strange. I just want to see kind of how it ends up with how it ends up looking on the stream after I pick ROWLET. I think it might show it. I don't know 100% though. Probably not, because it looks like it doesn't fit properly. Is it middle? I don't think it's quite... Oh no, it is probably centered. Oh, it's off to the side ever so slightly. I really don't want to have to rejig the whole overlay just to make it work for shorts. Although arguably I think it would literally just be a case of that would work. So it will look a bit strange in terms, well, I mean, this is the middle. Well, actually, no. It's actually probably a little bit further over that way. Incredibly strange, because it is just one of those things where they're both utilizing the same output. The problem is, as far as I'm aware, there is quite literally no documentation of this new dual stream feature anywhere. I could find one article on it, which was YouTube saying that they were thinking of rolling it out, or it was rolling out to creators on a weekly basis, which I believe means I got incredibly lucky and I was part of the first drop. So yeah, rolling to creators to go both live in horizontal and vertical formats at the same time, which this is. Turning on the setting creates a vertical crop of a horizontal live stream that shows up in the Shorts feed. The update will gradually roll out to all creators in the next few weeks, with more cropping options and third-party encoder capability for vertical layouts to come as future updates. So, as far as I can tell, the vertical overlay, for the Shorts vertical is literally just a crop of the actual stream for now. However, that will change in the future. which is incredibly interesting. I mean, I think it's a cool idea. I just think it kind of sucks right now because to get it to work on both, I have to sacrifice the look of one of them. You know, I can either have it looking good on shorts or I can have it looking good on vertical, you know, on the horizontal. I can't have it looking good on both. Which is incredibly interesting. Yeah, see, that still doesn't show Rowlet in the middle. I don't care that much. Is there any way for me to just... No, there's no way for me to cancel the short stream. It is live until the stream ends. But that is interesting. So as far as I can tell, does it show up as 2 separate streams on the channel? Your channel. Live. No, it shows up as a single one. Interesting. Okay, that is pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool that it shows up as a single stream. I mean, I imagine that there is ways for me to change it, but as of right now, I do not know, as it is very much a case of it's a very early feature. But either way, I think it's pretty cool. And I hope everyone's doing well. I hope everyone is having a good end to their week. That scared me. I had a tab open that was playing audio, and it just suddenly started speaking at me, and I forgot. Scared me. I do that quite a lot. I have, like, so many tabs open. It kind of becomes a phantom tab issue where I hear audio, and I don't know where it's coming from. I've actively spent, like, 10 plus minutes before trying to find out where audio is coming from. Now, the only thing is that I don't know is this dual stream is literally just vertical cropped. And I don't think I can change how that works. Yeah, see, even the monthly roundup doesn't include it. It's literally just a tag in the bottom of the policy update. When did this come out? It would have been the November one. Do. But no, it is interesting. It's interesting that YouTube is now adding in the features to kind of do some of this stuff that arguably you could do anyway, but they're adding it into it naturally, natively. You know, the dual streaming native in the YouTube app is pretty nice. Inside YouTube is pretty interesting. The only thing I would like is like customizability on it, but again, that might be a case of different stream keys for that. Alright, hopefully the yawns don't hit me too hard today. I can just keep focusing on hunting. That's the goal. I just really don't like that cropping though for the shorts. Perfect. Right. Brute forcing shinies is definitely the worst way of shiny hunting. Definitely a mission, but we're getting there. Slowly but surely, we are making progress. Although arguably, getting to 10k will be nice. It's going to be a pain. It's going to be a pain once we, the build up to get there, but once we're there, it should be pretty good. I don't know if I like the shorts thing right now. I think, yeah, I don't think that's kind of like what I'm into. I mean, no, I think it could be better. I wish there was a way to potentially swap between looking at the shorts view or not looking at the shorts view while actually like watching the stream. I think the only options are to be watching it or not watching it. And the only way to look at how the shorts looks is to be looking at it in the YouTube viewer. But yeah, going. We're gonna keep the grind going. Potentially just keep the grind going. I definitely don't think... I mean, I'll have to do some more research on it. The current implementation of the YouTube Shorts, I'm not happy with. I think it just looks horrible. Especially when, I could have a dedicated vertical setup and just stream that to it instead of trying to get it to do the way that it's trying to do it now. Which is not the best. However, technically, if you want to be technical with it, the shorts one would be better for bringing in viewers. It just looks shit. But yeah, it's interesting. I need to... 'cause the only other way to do it is to... yeah, set it. Yeah, it's not the best. Right, vertical sources. That's what I want. Where is that? That's that, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, see, I feel like until it gets a bit better, I think the YouTube implementation of the dual streaming kind of needs work. That much I can say with, you know, a lot of confidence. It needs work. Can I add... what is that? What would that be? What do I have that as? That one. Here we go. Perfect. Perfect. All right. I'll go that way. There we go. Okay. That will work for now. Actually, I can do this. And then this. And then this. That will work. Yeah. I think I want that in the middle. Here I am worrying about setting up the setup as if it matters. It does not, but I will set it up because then at least it's set up and ready for later. Hey, Cow. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Hope your week has been good. Oh, sorry, I'm just trying to get some stuff sorted. Oh, hey, Mercury. How are you doing? Hope your week has been good. Are you doing well? There, maybe. Where would be the middle? That way. That way. Perfect. Good, still listening to music? Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. I'm sure your Oh, there's a good question. Mercury, do you use Spotify at all, or are you just listening to it just on YouTube? The only reason I'm asking is I'm curious on Spotify seems to be giving people ages, and I was kind of curious on what your music age would be, or is. I was curious on what it was saying your age was. There we go. I'm happy with that. I'm gonna say I know you. It's the only reason I was curious is because I know you do listen to music outside of your outside of the norm. I would argue for that. So I was just curious on what Spotify considered you to be age-wise. Just kind of curious more so than anything. I tried, and I haven't used Spotify enough this year for it to work. So it was just like, yeah, pointless. Say, I know I was hopeful to see if I could find mine, but I couldn't. And then I was looking, and it's like YouTube Music has one as well, but I don't listen to YouTube on YouTube Music, so it was kind of like not doing me any good either way. Yeah, is interesting. Is interesting. Now the only thing is, I don't think I can set them as two separate, because that would be wonderful. If I could set them as two separate stream keys, then I could stream the shorts to the shorts one and then the non-shorts to the non-shorts one, and then it would be fine. But it doesn't seem to have that dual. I mean, to be fair, I think literally it's one. This will be. I mean, I saw the feature last night, so it's not going to be the first, but it will definitely be one of the earlier streams that are utilizing this dual streaming situation. I feel like it's easier to just stream straight on shorts, or do them both as two separate streams versus trying to do them as one stream. It's strange. 65 plus. Ooh, that's not horrible. Mind you, it's not perfect. It's not, brilliant, but I don't think it's that bad. Definitely could be worse. I mean, arguably it could be a lot better, but it also could be worse. I just don't like how it looks on the shorts. I really just don't like how it looks. I wish I could have it set up on shorts how I have it set up in my vertical streaming player, but I don't, and it sucks. A lot of like guessing kind of things don't work well because it's just broad strokes. It's the same thing, and I apologize if you believe in it. In my opinion, psychics and things like that aren't typically psychics. They're just fishing for they're just fishing for general information and then running off of that. You know, from what I gather, you know, mind you, you know, I'm not exactly mega into the whole psychic type thing and things like that, so I could be wrong. Now, I will say, I have yet to do the new missions, and I've yet to buy the Pokemon DLC, and I'll be honest, I'm probably not going to buy the ZA DLC just yet. I'm still holding off on it. But I know the minute that I go to play ranked or anything, I'm going to have, like, all of it spoiled for me. Granted, for this season, I am rank 8, so I'm not in risk of... I'm not in risk of having anything spoiled, overly spoiled for me. So that's good. Yeah, there's a lot. It's like, they're just standardized questions. They're not the best. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how much I can manage today. It might take me, it might be another shorter one today. But I might make up for it for streaming over the weekend. Maybe, I don't know, actually. I don't know if or when I will do it. Hey, Pokemon Gamer, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Your week is going well. You're doing good. Reset done. Next one. Nope. Next one. Maybe I'm glad you're good. I'm glad you're doing well. Now, the other thing I've yet to figure out with this dual YouTube streaming thing is if it combines the chats. You just bought the ZA DLC? Nice. I hope you enjoy it. I am holding off because I find it absolutely preposterous that they're charging for it. And part of me is like, I want to wait for it to go on discount. But then the reasonable part of my brain is going, I know it's never going on discount. As much as I enjoyed ZA, I don't think I've enjoyed it enough to spend an extra, what is it, 30 quid for the DLC? Let's have a look. Pokemon Legend ZA DLC. I mean, from Nintendo, it's 25 quid. I enjoyed the game. I didn't enjoy the game that much. Also, I hate to say it, I think it's too close to release, and it should have been included in the base game. What was it? October, November, December. Like 2 months. Less than 2 months for a DLC. It should have just been included in the base game. In my opinion, I think it might add a bunch. I don't think it's worth DLC being released that closely to game release. You know, I think the original plan was for it to be part of the main game. And then I think they realized it was too much of a gap between other games. So instead of releasing ZA in January, they released ZA, the base game, in October, and then released the DLC in December, instead of releasing the game as a whole in January. Personally, that's how I think they decided to do it. Hey, Royal. No, hey, Roy. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Hope your week has been good. So for right now, I'm holding, as much as I've seen some of the megas, and I think some of them look cool, some of them don't. I'm just like, I'm speaking with my money and choosing not to buy the DLC for right now. And even then, I'm also annoyed with the megas that they've done. Not so much in the fact that I'm annoyed that Pokemon got new megas. New Pokemon getting megas, I'm fine. Like, I think that's cool. I'm annoyed that Pokemon that already have mega forms got new mega forms. You know, I wish that they, instead of, this will probably be a spark of a debate, instead of Mega Garchomp getting a Z, I would prefer a Mega Flygon. If that makes sense. You know, instead of Mega Absol Z, I'd prefer a different Pokemon to get a Z Mega. I think it's even more annoying because it's like X, Y, Z, but does that mean... Because the way I was thinking of it was, obviously, if they get an XY, they're not going to get a Z. So, but if they don't have an X or a Y, why are they getting a Z? Like, shouldn't Garchomp base Mega be called Garchomp X or Y, and then the next one be Garchomp Z? Does that mean we're going to get a third Garchomp form at some point? Like, I do think that they're showing a lot of love to certain Pokemon that they think, or that they decided need an extra Mega. And I'll be honest, from what I've seen, I don't even like the look of the new Mega Garchomp all that much. Or like Mega Haxorus. Like, come on. Like, there are so many other options for Megas that we could have gotten. I think they could have done it so much better than they did. And because I'm not overly fond of how it's done, I've decided that I'm not making buying the DLC a priority for me. I do think that depending on what the next announcement is in February, depends on, you know, what I'm going to get. I'm also, in all honesty, probably not going to get Pokepedia. I think it's called Pokepedia, isn't it? The block game. I don't think I'm going to buy that. It is kind of a genre I don't mind playing, but it's also not a genre I play a lot of. So I'm not gonna waste the money on buying that. But we'll see. Who knows? If December, if the rest of the month is kind to me in terms of ad revenue and that, I might consider buying the DLC just for the sake of having the DLC. But I'm not going to spend my own money on it, if that makes any sense. You know, technically YouTube ad rev isn't like my standard money, my paycheck money. Yeah, I think they could have done it so much better. Do I agree? Oh no, I just don't. I think they could have just done it a bit better. I'm surprised we didn't get, you know, Mega Pikachu, but obviously we kind of did with Raichu. But yeah, Flygon not getting one is a bit of a letdown. I think Flygon could have been pretty cool. But then again, they also could have completely and utterly butchered it, and we could have ended up with a Mega Starmie situation, but with Flygon. Could you imagine if it just grew legs instead? They just elongated it a little bit more. Arguably, I also think there's a potential problem with community fan designs of Mega Pokemon. Am I vaguely remembering that correctly? And that they said it's hard for them to design stuff because they don't want to copy anything like fan-wise. I don't know why I'm vaguely thinking that that's what it was. That being said, you know, Mega Lucario Z does kind of look like some other game designed kind of bipedal Anubis-esque animals. I'm specifically thinking of Pow World. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about the DLC. So it's a shame. But that being said, I'm sure it's opened up some opportunities for shiny hunting, and I'm sure some people enjoy it. As far as I can tell, the people who have been playing it are enjoying it. Like that's not my problem with it. Like I think even if I get it, I will enjoy it, but I'm just annoyed with how they've gone about it. God, the yawns are kicking in something chronic. I will tell you now, I am so looking forward to sleeping tonight. God, there's something about the weekend and being able to lie in that just really, really makes me happy. I am so looking forward to just sleeping after stream. Actually, I'm more looking forward to waking up in the morning, looking at the time, and then rolling over and going back to sleep instead of having to get up for work. It's going to be so nice for a change. Yeah, I'm just really annoyed. I think they could have done better with the DLC. From the outside perspective of not looking at it, you know, not playing it. Although arguably, I've got a serious question. Can you get Hooper? Do they give you Hooper? Like, if not, that's fine. But, like, to make such a big deal about it, I would have liked to have had the ability to catch it. Because I can't think of any... Can you get Hooper legitimately any other way? I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think you can get it. I'm not even gonna Google it. I don't really want to know. Maybe. Maybe I do think of consider getting it at some point. I know, I imagine, sorry, I don't know. I know there is two new mega mythicals that I imagine you can get in the game. So, yeah, it's interesting. Yawns again. So yeah, as it was told to me, there is only one. Well, I can only really brute force. I can only really brute force this. There's no. There, it is just luck of the draw. It is different every time, as far as I'm aware. So it's a brute force situation. God, Windows and its unnecessary warnings. Just scared the ever-living life out of me just to say, yeah, we didn't find any issues with your computer. Okay, then why bother scaring me at all? I would very much prefer it if you didn't tell me and just kept quiet about the whole thing. Oh, sorry, excuse me. Minor hiccups. Oh wow, I really am yawning a lot. So I guess the question is, how long will it take for me to get ROWLET? How much longer will it take me? Probably too long, right? Probably way too long. Stop yawning. My goodness. Right, we should be good. Should be good. We'll see how it goes. Oh, actually. Good thing is I'm not double rubber banding anymore. So it does make it a little bit better. Oh, it's Friday, isn't it? You know, I'm really bad with what day of the week it is. It's Friday. Gotta remember that, because tomorrow I need to make sure that my alarm is not set. It's really interesting because I have an alarm set all the time. Don't use it. Like, I'm always awake before the alarm, but I always make sure it's set. Just in case. Just for the sake of, if in case I do sleep in, then the alarm is there. But I'm always awake before the alarm. So it is a... It's a curse. We're at 22. Okay. Yeah, so slightly higher. 20. Yeah, so 22 to 24 to 25 an hour. So yeah, 25 an hour would be 25 times. Ideally I want to get to 10,000. I think we calculated it at 10 days doing 3 hours, so 30 hours. But I can't remember how Cal did the math on that one. If it was for 20 or 25 an hour. Right. Yes, 25 an hour would be a decent number. 25. If I can get 50 today, I'll be happy. If I can get to 50 today, I'll be happy with that. That would be that's a good starting point. Especially for this vertical stream as well. Especially because I'm going to need to do some testing on it. So you know what that means? Probably weekend stream. If I can get another 50 done the weekend, that's 400. So that's a few hundred left to go. Oh, the yawns. Very, very bad. Yeah, I really don't like... I need to tweak it. I don't like how the shorts stream is working. I mean, it works. It works, but yeah, it's not pretty. Not pretty at all. Yeah, 25 an hour. That works. If I can keep up with this pace, an hour's time I'll have 50. Yeah, so I was thinking, what, 75 a stream, which would mean I could get it by the end of next week. Get to 10,000 by the end of next week. Oh, goodness, eons. But no, I hope everyone's got some fun stuff planned for the weekend. Oh, that's the other thing I need to decide whether I'm doing or not. I have a case of Team Rocket, I believe. The only reason I say I believe is because I haven't opened my parcel yet. I did purchase a Team Rocket case that arrived yesterday. I have decided not to touch it. And it's whether or not I do an unboxing of it with the possibility of opening up all of the packs that come with it as well. I mean, we'll see. I do need to try and get some actual stuff set up. I will say, I do think that I do just need to sleep. I need to sleep for like 12 to 15 hours. Every now and again, I feel like you just need a really long sleep. And I feel like I'm due a really long sleep. And I feel like it's going to need to be soon. Do feel like just passing out and just sleeping for like 24 hours is a dream come true. Oh. Good stretch. And then be good to continue. Stepping forward, here we go. So when is the next check? Let's think. 12. 4, what? 4, 8, 12. Yeah, 1,000, 1,200. 1,200 is the next one. Okay, if I can get 50 done today, 50 done tomorrow. Puts me what, 9,400. 3, 6. Not shiny. Reset time. Here do we go. It will shine eventually. Not that one. Reset time. Here we go. Come on. New one. New reset. Shiny today would be nice. It would be nice to finally get this hunt over with. But I have a feeling it's not going to go that way. Mm, mm, mm. Mm. Alright, 20 more resets to go. At least for today. Another shorter one today. I'm still not operating at 100%. Meh. Meh, 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 meh. I'll get through this. Would be nice to get this done at some point. Do I need to do a quick check to make sure I'm not getting the same Pokemon over and over again? Is it worth me doing that just to ensure that I'm not getting the same Pokemon over and over again? Let's just check. We'll check this one. Let's see. Right. So if I say yes to nickname, this one is male. Oh, that's going to be so hard to tell because it's unlikely that I'm going to get a female one next time just due to how the game how this gender works, right? It's like 12.5% chance of getting a female. I mean, as far as I can remember. Although arguably remembering doesn't exactly do me the best at the best of times. Not exactly the best when it comes to remembering all of this stuff. Yeah, come on. Ooh. Ooh, Rowlet. Let's see, come on. Right. We go yes, and then male again. Yeah, it's going to be so difficult to tell. Kind of need it to be female for me to like, for definite sake, know that I am re-rolling a different one each time and not just ending up with the same Pokemon over and over again. Definitely not feeling particularly positive about it. But we're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going. I'm hopeful. I'm gonna be silently hopeful. And by that, I mean I'm gonna be very vocally not not hopeful. I'm gonna just keep checking it until I find a female, and then I know for certain that it's different. Here we go, come on. That sky splitting where it's like very dense stars, not very dense stars, is still really off-putting to me. Another male. Will we find a female one before we hit 50? Here we go. I'm going well. Yeah, I really don't like the shorts. It's gonna bug me. It's gonna bug me until it can get fixed. Hey, hello. Is this a DLC ZA DLC spoil zone? I'm not buying the DLC. So if you're worried about spoiling it for me, don't worry. I'm not buying the DLC. So do not worry about spoiling it for me. I'm, for the moment, not likely going to be buying it. So no. By all means, if you want to share away. It is not on my radar. Oh, for you? Oh, yeah, no, I'm not getting it. I asked anyone if they were enjoying it, but I don't think anyone's really playing it. So, no, as far as I'm aware, it is a spoil-free zone. I didn't check that last one's gender. I say I don't have it, so I have no knowledge on the story, and I won't ask people about it if you are trying to enjoy it. I will say I don't know how much longer. Well, I mean, I'm going to 9350, so we got 14 more resets, so about half an hour longer on the stream tonight. So you only have to make it half an hour, and that's primarily just so I can figure out how this new dual YouTube stream stuff works, to see if I can fix it for the next time. I was really like, it piqued my interest when they announced that they were doing this whole streaming to shorts and vertical at the same horizontal at the same time. It's just a little bit annoying that literally the way YouTube has done it is that it just cuts down the middle of the stream. It's like, here's the center line. This is the stream. Another male. It is only a 12.5% chance, as far as I remember, of it being female, so either way, hello, let me know what you think about it. Again, I'm currently not... I'm for the minute not likely going to buy the game. So, you know, let me know what you think of it at least. If it's worth the money or not. Does it feel like it's enough? I was gonna say not enough content. Does it feel separate enough from the main story that it's like worth being a DLC and kind of not part of the base game? That's the only thing I can think of and why they made it a DLC and not like just an expansion, is that it is very different from the main story. It greatly builds on it. It's a new story with a familiar cast. I just don't want to support the practice of game release DLC 2 months later. I mentioned earlier, to me, it kind of felt like they didn't want the game to release in January because it was too long between main series games. So they released, instead of releasing it as a whole story where the DLC was included in the main story in January, they split it and released... I should have checked. They split it and released the main story first and then the DLC 2 months later. So I'm very much a case of I don't want to support the practice of doing it. But I know I'm really annoyed because I know it basically stops me from utilizing some Mega Pokemon. As far as I'm aware, it story locks some new Megas. See, it's funny because my mindset going into ZA was I really wished Legends Arceus got a DLC. But I'm kind of like, why does ZA have a DLC? Like, I would be happy if ZA didn't have a DLC. Enjoying it more than the main game. That is interesting. Honestly, I hope that there's a way for non-DLC buyers to be able to get some of the DLC Pokemon. Because I know there's a couple of Pokemon that are in the DLC that I'm like, man, I really want to be able to use those Pokemon. And I don't know if I'm able to because they're DLC locked. Potentially DLC locked. I'm not so worried about any of the new Megas that the DLC introduces. I'm more concerned about being able to utilize like some of the utilizing the Pokemon that have non-Megas. Obviously, the caveat being I can probably trade them with people to get the Pokemon to use them, but you know, I'd like to be able to acquire the Pokemon in the game without having to buy the DLC and without having to trade with people. I'm gonna say, I'm not worried about spoiling the DLC because I don't think I'm gonna get it. Which is let's be honest, a cardinal sin for someone who streams Pokemon. But I know for a fact that I'm not happy with the practice that they were doing, so I'm adverse to like I'm adverse to supporting that tactics. New encounter mechanics are cool, plus there's a shiny boost options again. Yeah, see, I'm just not happy with the increased shiny odds stuff. Like, I'm happy with like full odds. Personally, I'm not adverse to, you know, if you want a shiny hunt with the best odds possible, but given that the shiny charm in ZA already reduced odds below what you would argue is standard, being, you know, it would, instead of halving it, I think it brings it down by significantly more than normal. It's upsetting that they're adding or that they've added in even more of a shiny jump. Not at the boosting point yet. I guess it's a post story. Yeah, it probably is. I know that there's. I think you mentioned it, that there's new quests, right? I know you didn't mention that there's new quests, but I'm pretty sure there's new quests, right? Not that I think it's a spoiler, but I don't want to mention it if it could potentially be a spoiler. Did someone mention that there was new stuff? No, I think I'm losing my mind. I think that's all I can say. Oh, the new places have little side quests. Because the way I heard about it, heard about stuff, and this relates to the shiny charm, is that you basically can get it much easier now with the new side quests. Yeah, so yeah, so they make it a little bit easier now to get the shiny charm now. Which again, added into the increased shiny odds you seemingly can get as well, makes it quite ridiculous that they've added in extra bonuses for shiny hunting. I don't know what the odds bring. I don't know what the increased odds are. Oh, yes. No, I think I saw that. I think I saw that, Elo. I saw one video. I didn't know that's what you meant. Yeah. Yes, I did see it. And it's kind of a way to know that you've got a shiny in that area, right? Is that it will pop up and it will say, it will be like, yeah, do get a shiny. Indeed. Oh god. Indeed. Yeah, I am shiny hunting Rowlet. Not successfully, mind you. Yeah, so it's a guarantee shiny, but obviously you don't know what Pokemon it is, right? It can be any Pokemon inside that zone, but it's just that there's one on the map guaranteed. You had Onyx? Nice. Not a bad one. Is your third day trying to get it? You're only on day 3? Rookie numbers. Rookie numbers, day 3. I believe at this point I am over day like 150. I've been doing it for ages. I'm gonna say, you're not the only one who taken huge breaks. But yeah, it's been like half a year since I started doing it. It's been a really long time, Elo. It has. I started it. When did I start it? March 24. I mean, the easy way to calculate it is divide the number I'm currently on by 75, and that will give you an average on how many days I've done. 125 days. Because I do about 3 hours a day, so it's 125 days at 3 hours a day, which is, I don't know the math. Yeah, the only problem with having a job whilst also trying to shiny hunt, especially on a game that takes so long. Yeah, a lot more suffering. I am just double checking. I am trying to remember to check the gender just to make sure I am actively re-rolling it each time. I need to basically verify that I'm getting a female. If a female shows up, then I know I'm doing it correctly. If it doesn't, then I'm really scared that I'm doing it wrong, and I've just wasted so much time on this hunt. Hey, congratulations, Hello. Get yourself a shiny Crobat. Two? Even better. Even better. Both in Dream Balls, even better. Make it 3? Damn. So it definitely seems... So you don't have the shiny charm yet either, right? You are just shiny hunting in just regular zones. Might mean there's a high likelihood of lots of shinies in the new DLC. You might have just, like, caused me to inadvertently buy the DLC. Hello, I blame you for that. All right, Mercury, thanks for stopping by. Nice to have you here. You have the charm, but just fly resetted. Okay, so you have the shiny charm. I need a female to show up. No, checking the gender doesn't do anything. I'm just doing it just to make sure that I am re-rolling the Pokemon each time. Another way to check would be to go slightly further and just check the nature. And then if the nature is different when I do it another time, then I know it's re-rolling. That's all. It's literally just for my sanity's sake because I've done so many. It's just verifying that this does actually work. Logically, it does because Cow, another community member who started it, did manage to get shiny Rowlet the same way. So realistically, it should work. Arguably, Cow went, I think, 7,000? Was Cow 7,000 or was Cow just after? I think Cow was just after full odds. I can double check because he put a clip in the Discord. I don't know if he put it in clips. Where did he put it? I think he put it in clips. I think he's pretty good at putting it in clips. No, he didn't. Cow. Cow. Oh, nice, hello. I mean, I could just also just quickly look up his Twitch, but I can't be bothered. God, why does he talk so much about Pokemon cards? Here we go. No, no. No, okay. I got his Twitch. Yes, nickname. Female, there you go. So I'm doing it correctly. The only reason that I wanted to check if it was female is because one, the female gender is a lot rarer in starters. Elo would probably have to correct me on the number, but I'm pretty sure for Gen 4, for this gen even, it is it's 12.5% chance of being female. So it is oh no, 6,700 resets for Cal, which is insane. Averages 25 resets an hour, which is about what I'm averaging. But Cal managed to get it at 6,500. So again, over odds, but not as over odds as I am. Yeah, he's indeed 12.5. That's good. I know I'm not going insane. I might wait until after Christmas to get the DLC, just because I might see if anyone from the family gives me money, and then use that to get the DLC. That's going to be the easy way to do it. Go 3 more. I think it definitely is over 20, 25 an hour. Four shinies with like half an hour of resets. That's not bad at all, Elo. Now, the next question is, do you feel like it's too easy now to get shinies? Because I feel like they're not Game Freak aren't amazing at kind of balancing how like it's either easy or like hard, and there's like no in between. It's like full odds or easy. But getting your target can be a pain. I mean, that is a small price to pay for getting shinies though, right? Because you can always use them to trade to other people. Technically. I just give it up his way. Exactly. Why not? I mean, you know, you want to donate any shinies, I'll gladly take some shinies. I'm not exactly doing bad for shinies, mind you, though. Again, just not doing too well for my target. Oh, no. Not live competition. I'm trying to think if I've got any duplicates. I'll have to actively load up the game. Oh, I've got Pidgeys. I know I've got Pidgeys. Is it too overkill to get the DLC just for one shiny? I do want to get it. Remember, you can hunt the starters way easier in the DLC. Yeah, but the starters aren't my concern. And there's no Gen 4 starters. You know? I don't, as far as I'm aware. Unless all the starters are in the game. It depends. Could I get a Chimchar? I kind of want to do competitive Chimchar. Or Torterra. Torterra could be pretty cool. Empoleon would be pretty sick, actually, as well. Gen 3. I mean, Gen 3 is not horrible, but... It's no Empoleon, you know? I mean, it would be interesting if they added more, but I don't like the so far there being that they're potentially going to add another DLC with more starters. All right, last check, and then that'll be me done for today. I will definitely try and be back for a stream tomorrow. And then we'll do another 50 tomorrow, get up to 9,400 at least. Maybe go a bit further. But I will probably say 50 will be my goal for tomorrow as well. We'll kind of see how we go from there. Although the stream will probably end up starting an hour later tomorrow. I'll probably schedule it for an hour later tomorrow. I am a bit busier in the evening, early evening. So yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. Oh no. Why am I dropping frames? I've never dropped frames before. Oh, maybe because I'm encoding to vertical as well on the actual stream itself. Either way, last one for today. Ending on a nice round number, but not a shiny. Did we get a female? No, only got a male. That sucks. Oh well, there is always tomorrow. Either way, thank you very much for watching today, everyone. I hope you all have a great start to your weekend. hopefully I will see you tomorrow, but if not, that is completely understandable. Enjoy your weekend. And yeah, I will, if I don't catch you over the weekend, I should be back Monday. We'll see. Either way, hello, enjoy the DLC. Let me know how you get on with it. If we don't see you tomorrow, let me know in Discord. Let us know in Discord how you're getting on with it. If you enjoy it, if you think it's worth the money. But yeah, that'll be it. That'll be it from me. Actually, I wonder how the ending screen looks. All right. Either way, thank you very much for watching, everyone. See you later. Goodbye. Bye, everyone. Bye, 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 bye.